Tell me you're the biggest geek, nerd, IT guy, and UI lover on the planet without telling me you're the biggest geek, nerd, IT guy, and UI lover on the planet. Go ahead, I'll wait. What's up, guys? Joe here from Massi Media. Hope everyone's doing well. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take a trip down memory lane and we're going to walk through all of my past Android and iOS home screen customization. So let's jump right in. First, we have an old Jailbreak home screen. It kind of takes a tabbed approach. Shout out to Mike Tyson's PunchOut. It was short-lived but a classic on iOS. Next, we have a basic Jailbreak home screen. You can see some custom icons, the dotted folders. You can even see there's an extra icon on the dock, but not too crazy. I forgot about this. Some of you guys might not know, but Siri actually started out as a third-party application. I'm going to butcher the last names, but Adam, Dag, and Tom were the guys' names. They created the application. Another basic Jailbreak home screen. You can see Cydia there in one of the folders, but Genius and iREC were dedicated photo and video apps back when the built-in native camera just wasn't cutting it. This is our first Android home screen. That thin bar in the middle is the Google Play Music widget, and you can see we even have a Feedly interactive widget long before that ever came to iOS. Another basic Android home screen here. Then we started theming. This is Santa Claus. You can see the snowman app drawer icon down at the bottom there. This is KAIP Material Icon Pack by MyAP Devs. It's a classic. This guy took the approach of superhero drawer heads. He had a whole section dedicated to them, and I used them for a very long time throughout all of these different customizations. This is the Play Icon Pack by The Flash with a PH. This is when the Google Play suite went triangular, and so really just playing around with that, with that theme. I can't take credit for this one. Ara Wagner, she used to write for Android Central, now she writes for Android Police. She created this from scratch. I've never really seen any of her stuff on YouTube, but she had these long-form tutorials where she would walk you through the customization with Niagara Launcher from soup to nuts. Captain America, Deadpool, the Riddler. You can see we're even customizing the color of the search bar and the icons to match whatever the overall theme is. This is actually a Redbubble sticker that we turned into a wallpaper. I'll put a link to that as well. Just messing around with different ideas. We were somewhere in between the Halo design and the beginnings of what became material design. This is when Allo and Duo came out with dedicated applications. You can see the center Google search button there. And again, just taking this a step further, you can see the fake hamburger menu on the left here. This is when Android first came out with their feed, their Google feed. And there was a dedicated weather widget that would take you to a frog telling you what the weather was. If you know, you know. And we really started to mess around with the idea of turning that full Google search rectangular widget into a pill. And then once you realize that you're not bound by the iOS grid and you can place an Android icon anywhere you want, we just started to put them around the sun in a circular formation there. Another Christmas home screen. This is a phenomenal third-party launcher called Niagara Launcher by Peter Huber. Just the minimal vertical approach, a lot of unique customizations here, a lot of things that were native to this launcher that you can't get anywhere else. It's just amazing. Basic Samsung home screen. You can see a custom KWGT widget there. You can even see the weather, the Wi-Fi, and the battery in the top nav bar was customized as well. That's a picture of my dad there on the left. He passed away a few years ago. But this is when we started to get into the early stages of Material U, and there was a custom suite of KWGT widgets where all the different messaging and music apps were placed in individual pills. So just starting to play around with that idea. And you can get so wrapped up in the visual aspect of things. So this was really just put a couple transparent PNGs as the icons and just played around with a text-based home screen for once. And here you can see that, the wallpaper dictates where things need to be placed, like the at-a-glance widget has to go in between his head and body, and then the platform underneath is where you put your icons. This is just a vanilla pixel home screen. Shout out to MKBHD. This is his icons wallpaper, just a different color. This was so creative. This is Material Cards Icon Pack by Pigmod Icons. In a world where Jira, Asana, even the Google feed, everybody's putting things into cards. This guy did it with the actual icons themselves. I thought that was really cool. Sometimes it's just the wallpaper is everything. So When you're locked into that grid, you can see the dark and light shadows here surrounding the icons in the dock. If you're a single home screen type of person, we're really just, even though we have the app library, we're putting all the folders over here on the left and everything of color more towards the right. This is maybe like a secondary page, just, you know, your top 6 Notion databases or pages that you would need to get to throughout the day. This is the advent of the iOS 16 lock screen, and again, you know, it's a theme, it's Santa, it's Christmas time, but once you were able to put a photograph of any kind in front of the clock, that really just changed everything about how you interact with the lock screen and how you customize it and theme it for sure. If you want to go to the other side of that rainbow and you want to have a dedicated screen for everything, this is really just a label, a widget, and then some dedicated apps for work, music, games, that kind of a thing. What if we were to take that idea and just make it a little more playful? So instead of a dedicated screen for everything, this is really separating them into thirds. You can see the top, middle, and bottom third are broken up into different categories as well. And that brings us to present day. Now it's extremely easy to do this stuff on both iOS and Android at the click of a button. Really just, you can use an application like Themekit here and turn everything into a Super Mario Brothers theme. There are Simpsons, there are tons and tons of options to choose from. The possibilities are endless. So that's it, guys. I appreciate spending a few minutes with me. Just wanted to show you where we came from, where we're at now, and just kind of a walk through the different customizations and possibilities that there are. So I have a link to everything discussed here. Most of the icon packs are still available in some way, shape, or form by the original developer. And I even have a Google Drive link with all of just the basic wallpapers as well. Thanks.